Hello and welcome to another episode of Cosmic Light podcast. I am your host Mansi Narula Kasha. Today we have a special guest on the show. Her name is Tarang and she is a businesswoman, a passionate person about whatever she does, and owner of an Indian clothing brand called Vivarang. And in her own words, she is jack of many trades. Welcome Tarang on our show Cosmic Light. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, Mansi. Thank you for making this possible and calling me here. I'm so looking forward to this.
We welcome you, and it's a pleasure to have a chat with you on this show. I just saw your post some 40 minutes ago about, wearing the same print as Mr. Narendra Modi. And I was in awe of that print. And how did this happen? It was so amazing.
Okay, okay. So this is one of the weaves of Telangana called Ikat, and it's a handloom. And we all know that Modi ji is all about made in India, promoting Indian artisans, weavers, and art forms. And we have been doing this at Vivram for almost 11 years now. So when one of these days in the newspaper, I saw him wearing it, and I was so excited. Oh, look, this is what we do too. So I got a dupatta of mine and draped it immediately. I said, okay, I'm wearing the same thing as Modi ji.
That was amazing. I was so impressed by looking at that Instagram post. Well, you're doing good,
Thank you.
definitely. So, my first
Thank
question
you.
is welcome. My first question is so, what sets your brand Vivarang apart from other Indian clothing brands, and what is your unique selling proposition?
Okay, yeah. So that's an interesting one, Mansi, and I love to talk about this one. So, yeah, we are definitely a brand which is what we say we are. We only make and sell authentic handmade, whether it be hand painted or handloom. And as far as possible, we also try to keep the fabric pure. Again, as far as possible, handloom. So that is what our brand is all about. And our unique selling proposition, I'll say, is something where we are trying to mix various art forms in a single piece. So while there are brands which are trying to do a lot of Madhubani and Kantha and ikats and chicken curries, we are trying to put and make pieces which have a mix of these, a couple or maybe a more of these, and also we are trying to give it a very contemporary and young look.
Which is seen rarely nowadays in lots of brands because they are going westernized and they're inspired by, Paris Fashion Week and other stuff outside. But who is taking care of the Indian culture? I would call you, or I'll give you a name, the queen of the 6 yard. So, I mean, that's a
I
compliment.
love that. I just so love this.
So, how do you ensure that the traditional techniques of various art forms in saris they are preserved and passed down to future generations?
So as I said, Mansi, we are trying to do authentic art forms and handlooms here, which imperatively means that we are working with the grassroots level artisans and weavers who are deft in what they do. And since we are making and promoting handmade, authentic, the pieces are by and large what we call heritage pieces or heirloom pieces. So if you buy a handloom sari, it will not go anywhere for years to come if stored and preserved properly. And it can be passed on to generations. That's just one example. And of course, the idea of getting into this is to let people know and make them aware of how rich our culture is and how much we can do in terms of fabrics and textiles just by using what we are very good at. And as more and more people are trying to buy and use and wear them in their daily life, I'm sure the next generation and generations to come would happily continue with the tradition.
Yeah, and even if people are not do not wear saris, they can have the dupattas and they can style it in whatever way they want. I mean,
Stoles,
so
jackets,
yeah.
ties, anything, even clutch or hand painted clutch or anything. Cushion covers, they can use cushion covers in their home.
Yeah.
There are so many things that we are doing and brands like us are doing.
And where do you source your fabrics from? I mean, all over India, or there's specific
Yes, all
places?
over India, depending upon silk. A lot of our silk is coming from Bangalore, or what we call Mysore silk or Bangalore silk. And a lot of our silk is coming from Bhagalpur. So, couple of places where tussar and handloom and those kind of fabrics are being made.
Yeah, I love silk, to be honest. All right. Can you explain the process of creating your signature Essence of India sari from start to finish, and how long does it typically take to create one?
Oh, that's again something very close to my heart. So when we conceptualized this Essence of India sari, we wanted to, as I said, bring together a couple of art forms. And incidentally, in this sari, we are doing Northwest, East, South of India. And so the sari actually originates in Bihar, where the Madhubani is done. First, the fabric comes from Bhagalpur, and then the painting and dyeing is done on it. Dyeing and then painting is done on it, and then it travels to Rajasthan for pitchway painting. Then it comes to us, and we attach a Kutch border, which is an authentic mirror hand embroidery border to it, and we team it up with a kalamkari, which is South blouse piece. So the entire process from sourcing the fabric to the final kalamkari blouse piece that we attach to it takes easily about 3 to 4 months. In fact, the first sari took us about an year to conceptualize and put it in place and let artisans understand how much of a Madhubani is to be done, because then which way is to be done in a different state altogether by a different artisan. So the sari is actually traveling, physically traveling from one part of India to another part of India and getting completed in the process.
Awesome. And you are helping so many workers in the process, so many artisans who are, who have this talent and they want to grow. So you are helping them all, I guess. It's so awesome.
That's one of the main ideas of floating this brand. Yes.
So sweet, so nice. And I see that you're yourself are wearing such a beautiful sari. What's the work of this? If is it?
Oh, this is a Kantha hand embroidery. Again, I've done a fusion and teamed it with a kalamkari pen kalamkari. So yes, I love wearing saris and I love wearing handmade saris.
It's so lovely. I remember my
Thank
nani
you.
used to have lots of kantha saris, though very simple and nice. But I think my mom has kept some for herself as a
Why
memory.
don't you get some of these for you?
Maybe when I get back to India, yeah, I can get them and get a
Yeah,
nice
sure.
blouse
Why
with
not?
it.
Yeah.
Why not? So I want to know what's your favorite color combination for kalamkari saris?
For kalamkari, it would be a green and yellow combination that we do often. So the sari is green and the pallu is yellow, and it comes out very well, yellow
Green.
and green.
I think you like very earthy colors. I feel that way.
Your reading is absolutely right. Your observation, I must say. Yes, I'm very fond of earthen shades.
Hmm. What, according to you, is the right occasion to wear a kanta sari?
Kantha is very versatile. So depending upon the fabric that it's done and how much of it is done on a particular sari, you can wear it to your office. You can wear it to a semi-formal. You can get a brocade selvage done on it, and you can wear it for a wedding as well. So it's something very versatile which you can wear at many occasions, on many occasions at various places.
Yeah, so kanta is a little simple work, and you can use that. What you're saying that you can team it up with heavy brocade borders or something embellished on the prints, right?
That's if you're a fan of golden, and yes, and you want to go that way. Yes, definitely.
Wow, nice. What's your favorite motif for hand painted saris? Floral, paisley, geometric.
Aha, so I will add another one to it. In hand painted, I love peacocks. They come out very well in Madhubani. And in Pitchwai, it's Kanha and Radha. I mean, they have so many versions of Kanha and Radha in Pitchwai. And every time it comes out on sari with the detailing of jewelry and so many things, I just fall in love again and again with that motif.
Beautiful. What's your favorite fabric for your handmade saris? Cotton, silk, linen?
Depends on the occasion, but personally, linen is my go-to, because they are so easy breezy to drape. But again, if it's a formal occasion and I need to go in for something heavy, then handloom silk, ikats, and bujodis work very well.
Okay. When I think
They
of
drape and they stay the way you drape them for hours at length.
yeah. So when I think about linen, the only thing comes to my mind is the hard ironing part. So is it the same with the saris as well?
Uh, not really, because I wear them very often and I wear them hours at stretch. Not the kind of linen that we are doing, the kind of linen that you have an impression of. I understand the kurtas and the shirts, the men's shirts and the tops
Yeah.
that we see. The kind of linen we are using in saris is not it doesn't crush that easily.
Yeah, that makes it worth it, I guess.
Yes, sure.
Okay, what is the right way to take care of your handcrafted apparels? Hand wash, dry clean, uh, machine wash? Of course not.
Highly recommended dry clean. But yeah, I understand that dry cleaning each and every piece is a little difficult and challenging, especially if you're living abroad. So we just say that you air your saris and dry wash them as and when you want to do them. And hand painted saris, of course, dry clean only. Hand painted stuff. Handlooms, you can do a mild hand wash if you wish, but
Yeah,
dry clean definitely gives it a longer life.
yeah. But of course, no spinning, I guess.
Of course not. No, no, no. Machine and handmade don't go together anywhere.
No spinning at all.
Yeah, quote unquote, machine and handmade don't go together.
Because the sari is traveling from all over the India and all the threads will come out. All right. What's your favorite type of handloom pattern for saris? Stripes, checks, floral, or any other?
uh, in handlooms, it'll be handloom per se, or the weaving. It would be checks, and these days in handloom, we are also doing flowers and we are also doing animals. So there it's amazing how much work is being done even in handloom. It's just not about paints and embroidery. Um, we are going wild with motifs in handloom too.
Oh, that's nice. I feel that elephants looks very good on sari sometimes.
They
Small elephants.
do, they do. We call them gaja, and those are gaja themes, gaja theme for us in saris and dupattas, and they are just too good, very graceful.
Yeah, yeah, totally agree. What's your favorite accessory to pair with a handloom sari or dupatta? Earrings, bracelets, anklets, or statement necklace?
I'm a jhumkas person, totally.
I can see
The
that.
bigger the earrings, that's for me. The better they are.
Yeah,
So yeah, I can do away with the necklace, but yeah, earrings, jhumkas, the bigger ones.
yeah.
They are
Yours,
just the thing.
yours
Yes.
look lovely, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you again.
All right, next question is an offbeat question. Your favorite hobby besides designing?
Aha, that's a good one. So I rarely get time to do whatever I'm listing now, but yeah, I do love these. In no specific order per se, reading, dancing, even singing for that matter. I don't know how good I am at it. In fact, I'm pretty bad. But yeah, those are the things I love to do.
Yeah, that's so nice. And what would you do if you get one day break from your work?
Okay, so if you mean Vivrang is not work for me. But let me sort of rephrase the question and say one day break from Vivrang. So there are so many things I would like to do because I'm very hands-on on Vivrang, and we rarely take a break on this. Uh, because when India time, it's night time, the clients overseas, it's day for them, and sometimes I'm on phone and chats with them or whatever. Uh, but yeah, if I am away from Vibrang, couple of things that I would like to do. Of course, I'm a huge fan of OTT, and I would like to steal a coffee date with my husband. I would love to watch movie with my daughters, and I would like to go on a long phone call with all two sets of, I mean, all four parents, two sets of parents, my in-laws and my parents. That's one thing I miss. I don't get much time to get involved with them.
Yeah, that's nice. Oh, you're in a different city from them?
Yes, yes, we are Hyderabad based, and our parents are in Gurgaon.
Yeah. What do you like about Hyderabad? What
Everything. I
most?
love the city.
Yeah.
Yes, I love the city. So we've been here for 20 years now. And both my daughters were born here. I like how it is pretty Cosmo and still has that flavor, local flavor and stuff like that. Lovely places to eat out. You would like to go out in evenings because there's not much of a traffic hassle. So once you want to step out, you don't have to think twice or thrice, and a couple of really interesting townships around and good crowd to be with.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. I mean, I spent 10 years, so I can vouch for the simplicity and the different vibe of the city of Hyderabad. So
It's
I
a very easy city, which is not very pretentious, I believe. So
true.
yeah.
Okay, Taran, my next question is about your brand again. What do you think is the biggest misconception people have about handloom saris and dupattas?
Huh. Okay. So first and foremost, I think uh, it's not a misconception. That's true that anything handloom or handmade is slightly highly priced than a normal machine made piece. The reason for that is that this is something which is made by hands, and therefore any piece and every piece takes a whole lot of hours to complete it. So you know it's value for time, it's value for artistry, it's value for talent. This is something which is not being made in bulk. This is something which is unique, and at times each piece is unique. So what you own, you will not see anybody else wearing it. I can vouch for that. uh, I, most of the times. So while you and also people find handlooms, people have that misconception that they are usually dull and something to be worn by grannies or older females and stuff like that. But the same fabric, you can make dresses out of them, you can make jackets out of them, and you can, as we were discussing in the beginning, you can uh, make scarves and stoles and so many contemporary and fusion western touch kind of outfits also from it.
Yeah, even
So I
headbands.
I don't see any reason why people should not embrace this.
Raise this, yeah, sure. And all the accessories also, you can just put in a touch of all these things on the headbands or scarves or anything, you could think.
Oh, there are hand painted earrings. There are sets of handmade necklaces. There are people who are doing exceptional work in these areas as well. So there is just no end.
And I remember while asking this question that you design mujaris also, right? I saw it on your website.
We don't design them. We have outsourced them for time being. But yeah, mojeries, we are keeping them for the simple reason that you can shop a complete look from us.
Yeah.
So we can give you everything from head to toe. And if you are into mojeries, you can just pick a matching one with your sari or dupatta from that section of us.
Yeah. And for your saris and dupattas, how do you manage the quality to bring it to the top-notch end product?
Oh yeah, that's something that takes a lot of our time, because since it's handmade, it stays in artisans' workplace, which is most of the times their homes, for quite number of days, sometimes months at length. So there are very high chances of it getting stained or it getting beyond repair, torn from some places or whatever. So every piece that we make now, we've been in this business for almost like 11 years, as I said. So over the years, we have trained our artisans and they understand the kind of quality work that they have to do for Vivran. But yeah, we make sure that every piece that comes to us before it goes online, we thoroughly check it for any sort of defects. And if there is any it's a sad moment for us because that piece goes waste. But nevertheless, we don't want to, because people are spending money on it and they trust us. We don't want any customer to own a piece which is not up to the quality.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, of course, because customers
and
are.
over the years, our suppliers of fabrics are such that, again, we have a system in place where people understand our needs in terms of quality, whether it be the fabric supplier or whether it be the artisan or the weaver who's working on that fabric.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Well done. All right, Tarang, before we wrap up, please tell your listeners any advice you want to give to someone who is just starting their own handmade product business.
Handmade product business or any business, you you would find it pretty interesting to know that I don't have any background of textiles or any knowledge of fabric or anything. I am an economics and honors graduate with a degree in marketing management, but I took this up by sheer passion and how I love handmade. So I think any entrepreneur who gets into something should feel for it from the bottom of their heart. They should be very, very passionate about it. It needs a lot of patience. There, you hit roadblocks. There would come a time when you would want to give up, but you don't give up.
Don't give up.
As an entrepreneur, you never give up on your child. Your business is your child in this case, and you should never give up on it.
That is such a brilliant advice from you, the brand owner of Vivarang. And that's all from our side, Tarang. It was such a pleasure talking to you today. And I wish you best of luck for all your future endeavors and for your brand.
Thank you, Mansi. Thank you so much. It was so fun to be here. Yeah, it's a first for me, and I really enjoyed it. Thanks a lot for making me feel so comfortable.
Thanks for your time.
Have a good one, Mansi. Yeah.
Thank
Bye.
you. You have a great day. Thank you.
You too. Bye.
Bye.